All right, good morning, good morning. June 3rd, 2021. I'm Ryan Sweeney. This is my pre-market report. Uh, I am a little bit late on this, so I don't know exactly when it'll get uploaded, but there are some very, very important things to talk about. More like one important thing to talk about. And with that one important thing, a couple of things spill over, and then, things can get really confusing in this kind of environment. So, what is the main driver? Okay, so before the morning really started, things were slightly lower. I mean, gold was back below 1900. We had the dollar, it was hovering right around 90 now. And stock futures were slightly lower. So the situation now, silver down by about 3%, gold down by about 2%, oil slightly higher, Dow down about 0.6, Nasdaq the loser here down 1.3%, and the S&P 500 down 0.7%. And so this is about 8:30, and we got the jobless claims data, which gold and silver are not reacting. What? It's 9:30. Holy, my line is getting to me. Okay, so I messed up a little bit. So it's 9:30, and so we've already seen the jobless claims data play out. No wonder it was so easy for me to find that data. And so stocks, gold, silver reacting very negatively to this data. Let me tell you straight up. To me, this is big, big opportunity. I don't see the Federal Reserve stopping. Okay, and that is why the market thinking that the Federal Reserve might stop is the reason why you're seeing the dollar knee-jerk higher and why you're seeing stocks fall under some pressure, and same with gold and silver. So you need to understand the long-term game here. I mean, the Federal Reserve has absolutely no intention of stopping the printing presses. They're not done, and there's nothing that would stop them from being done, right? They don't have any. Nobody knows what's going on. Look, if you're watching this video and you understand what the Federal Reserve is doing, you are so far ahead of the game that they're playing. You know what they're going to do. And days like this present big opportunity. Now, am I saying that this is the bottom in gold and silver? They're not going to fall more. They're not going to rig the prices. The stock market doesn't need to fall. All of these things are true, or could be true. You know, the stock market does need to fall. But what was really the data? Okay, initial jobless claims dropped by 20,000 to 385,000. Okay, so what did we really find out? We found out that another 385,000 people applied for first-time unemployment claims. Does that sound like good economic data to you? Because to me, it sounds absolutely horrific. Now, let's see if I can find the continuing claims. It rose by 169,000. So, and this is again the data that you're allowed to see. So to me, this is opportunity. The economy is still in free fall. The economy is in shambles. Again, you don't need to look at this data to understand the economy is in shambles. You need to look at the money velocity, which is still around historic lows. Okay, and here's another thing that I wanted to talk about. If by some miracle, whatever, there was a real recovery here, and the Federal Reserve was really, really under pressure by the citizens, by the government, the government's totally controlled, bought and paid for, all the politicians. So, you can't help, you can't rely on them to tell you any of the truth. But if that were to happen, they would create another crisis, people, okay? They would find a way. They do it all the time. Look at the refinery fire yesterday, Iran. You think that was an accident? Okay, you keep thinking that. I have said in my videos, and I will continue to say, that they create events to prop up the price of crude oil. Now, the record on that has been absolutely stunning. If you want to keep believing that you live in a fantasy land and that things just happen on random and that's just how it works, you can keep on going that. And honestly, you'll probably be fine. in some ways. But in terms of growing, in terms of really taking advantage of everything in front of you, you will not be having the best time. Okay, so what does today really mean for me? Opportunity. Right when I end this video, I mean, really right now. I mean, I'm looking at my gold positions. I'm gonna add to it right now. Here, you can watch me do this right now. Now, I don't think I'm allowed to tell you exactly what gold stocks I'm buying, but I'm buying things that bet on the price of gold right now. You're watching me do it. I have a position I'm gonna add to, about 20%. I'm gonna add to my position, and I have a fair amount of cash. And the other thing I wanted to mention too was that I wanted to mention that cryptocurrencies are higher. Cryptocurrencies are higher across the board. I mean, one of my favorites, Dash. I don't even know where that is at, but we're gonna check that. It's at 207. I mean, that's had a good run up off of its low of about 130. Polkadot's another one I really like. That one's been rallying pretty well. And so, I really don't see this event today as anything. It means zero to me other than more opportunity to get long this market, to get long gold and silver, to buy some mining stocks. I'm not saying go all in. Again, you have to keep cash in reserve if you're an options trader, which I am. Okay, you have to keep some cash on reserve. But other than that, yeah, I mean, this is massive opportunity in many ways. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that. I will have a post-market video coming out. We'll see how this all plays out. One more thing that I wanted to mention is on days like this, it helps to have certain positions that hedge against these events. So even though I'm down substantially on a lot of my positions, I have some positions that are higher today. For example, I own a stock in the communications sector, which is considerably higher today. Let's see, and oil is about flat today. So there are certain ways you can diversify your portfolios. I'm sure most of you know that are going to provide you with, and I have credit spreads on certain things, which have helped me as well. So yeah, there's a couple of ways you can hedge against these certain events. I mean, but really, this is nothing. This has me zero concern. I don't know if there's other news that is really scaring this market, but it doesn't really seem. It just really seems like this jobs data is the stuff coming out, and I think tomorrow we have some important data coming out. So I'll have that for you. I'll get back to you on that. But have a good day, and I'll talk to you at the end.